Can you make a 2-foot putt? Well, with the Golden Gate training system, every putt becomes a 2-foot putt at a different speed. So once you can control your speed and you can get the ball started on line, putting becomes easy. Let me show you how the Golden Gate training system can have you putting better every day. Tools for golf, we're here on the putting green. I just showed you how I use the Golden Gate attachment to help me make every putt a 2.5 footer, just at different speeds. So quick analogy, you drive a car, you drive through a toll booth, really easy to drive through at 5 miles an hour, but imagine driving through at 30 miles an hour and 40 and 50 and 60, and the faster you drive through, the harder it becomes. Well, if you practice driving through really fast, well, then driving through slow is really easy. So that's kind of what happens with the Golden Gate putting system. So there are 3 really important things in putting. 1 is your line, 2 is your read, and 3 is your speed. And this is going to help us control all 3 of those. So I'll show you how easy it is to set up, practice, break down, and start becoming a great putter. So I got my 2 alignment sticks. I'm just going to go right next to the hole, and I'm going to start this way really slow. I got my 2 main body pieces, so I'm going to take the back end first, and I'm going to put the alignment sticks right in the slots. Put my putter there. I'm going to take my little stick here, and I'm going to make sure it's fastened into the ground. Now, if you're putting at home, you don't have to obviously put it into the carpet. It can just stay there. We're going to take the front piece, the gate, and we're going to make sure that the bungee cords are in the right position. So meaning top on the top, bottom on the bottom. Stretch it out and do the same in the front as you did in the back. Put the alignment sticks right in the designated holes. Make sure everything's nice and square. And now we're ready to start learning or start making our 2.5 footers. So I got a pile of balls here. I'll show you the pile of balls for over there, what they're for, and a little pile here. So I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna make get a good setup. So these golf balls have lines on them. When I first start practicing, I don't really need to line the line up because I have the line on the top of the training system. But eventually, if I have the time, I'll line every line up, step in here just like I'm going to do on the golf course, go through my routine, putter down, feet apart, arms together, look at my target, know my starting line, and hit the putt. So I'll do this, and this is for my 2.5 footer to a 2.5 foot cup. Now, I got the training aid staked in the ground. So over here, I have about a 12 footer. So I just pick up the front and move it around to my 12 footer. So now I have the setup on my 12 footer. And we're going to show you how this one works. 1/2 footer, 13 footer, and we're going to do the same process. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to put the little line on the ball underneath the training device, and once again, I have 2.5 feet, but I know I got to go through this gate a little faster than what I did over there because it has to travel 13 feet. So first thing I'm going to do is make sure, go behind the big golf ball, make sure my starting lines are in the right position, which are probably right about there. Make sure the ball is underneath the line, and now once again, I want to make sure that I'm starting the ball on my intended line at that speed. So I set up, get my putter there, know my starting gate, that's my focus, that's my starting line, that's my distance, and hit my putt. So, I hit a good putt. What did I say the 3 important things about putting were? speed, a little fast, not bad. My putt, starting it on line, started on my intended line. Third was my read. My read was bad. So I got to go behind this and check this read out and see what was the problem. Well, I see my problem. I'm about a cup and a half out right with this line. So I know that I got to be probably right edge on this read. So now I have my gate lined up. I put the ball back in. My focus is the gate from my starting point. Now, for me, when I first started with the gate, when I got over this putt and I looked at the gate, well, I can see that I'm perfectly lined up with the gate. But now when I looked at that hole, my perception was that I was left of the hole. Even though if I stand back here and I look at these lines, my lines tell me that I'm on the right edge, but yet my perception was left edge. So that's going to confuse my body on where I'm aimed and how to hit this putt. So I'm going to try to manipulate it at the bottom. So fixing your perception of where you're actually aligned is going to help you become a much better putter. Now when I get over this, because I've used it and I've set this up, when I look at these lines, I now see right edge where I used to see a golf ball left. So set up, get everything square. My focus is my gate. That's my starting point. My distance focus is the hole. And hit the putt. So that breaks just a little left. So I'll move it just a little left. I know I hit a good putt. And now I set up again. Go through my same routine. Putter in the system. Feet parallel with the bar. Everything nice and square. That's my starting point. Get my focus on my starting point. Look at my target and hit the putt. So, 3 putts, made it, good speed, good distance, everything worked out well. Now we get to the golf course, or we're using this, we're really training, but now we want to practice a little bit differently, and we're on the course. So I took the training system away, and then I have my little portable piece. So I have my little portable piece. So now I'm going to get down, I'm going to read my putt from over here a little bit, or from over here a little bit. So I'm going to read my putt from over here, a little different angle. And I line my ball up right edge. Now I want to make sure that I started on line. So I'm going to take my little portable piece, and there's my line. There's my 2.5 feet. I'm going to make sure that my line is aiming right through the middle of the gate. Which it is. Now I'm going to set up to the ball, just like I was in the training system. My focus, my starting point, my gate, my distance focus point is the hole, and hit the putt.